Dear friends, I welcome you all on my YouTube channel, Abhijit Classes. In today's video, we will be solving a problem based on pulley using the concept of Newton's laws of motion. As you can see in this figure, there are two blocks of mass m1 and m2, and we have to find acceleration of block m2. Now friends, if you are new to my channel, you can subscribe to my channel Abhijit Classes for more videos related to physics. Now the question is, if the surface is smooth, the acceleration of block m2 will be. Now there are four options in this problem. Option number A is m2g upon 4m1 plus m2. Option B, 2m2g upon 4m1 plus m2. Option C is m1g upon 4m1 plus m2. And option D is 2m1g upon m1 plus m2. So we have to find the acceleration of block of mass m2. Four options are given. We need to find the correct option for this problem. Now friends, as you can see in this figure, if the system is released, block m2 moves downward and block m1 translate towards right. In this question, the surface is frictionless, and as I have already discussed in my previous videos, that in problems related to pulley, if nothing is given, we need to consider that the pulley is light or pulley is massless, and also rope is inextensible. So let us start, friends. Now as you can see, the system moves in this manner. That block, I will show you again, that the block m2 moves downward, and due to the downward motion of the block m2, block m1 translate towards right. Now we need to find the acceleration of block of mass m2. Now let us draw the free body diagram of block of mass m1. If you draw the free body diagram of block m1, then the forces acting on the block m1 is m1g, which is vertically downward, and the normal reaction force from the contact surface. This is the normal force N. What other forces are acting on this block? The tension force T1 towards right, because tension always pulls a body. So the tension force on block M1 will be towards right. Now no other forces are acting. Only the forces M1G, normal reaction, which is a contact force, and the tension force due to the string. Since there is no movement of the block along the vertical direction, so normal force balances M1G force. The only force acting along the horizontal direction is the tension force, and due to this tension force T1, block M1 moves with acceleration, suppose A1, towards right. So writing the Newton's second law of motion, second law equation for this block, we can say that T1 equal to M1A1. The net force acting along the horizontal direction is only the tension force T1, and due to this force, acceleration A1 is produced in this block. Therefore, we can write T1 equal to M1A1. Now, let us draw the free body diagram of movable pulley. There are two pulleys, this one and the pulley through which block M2 is connected. Now this pulley is a massless pulley and it is a movable pulley. So drawing the free body diagram of movable pulley, the forces acting on the pulley, movable pulley, are tension force T1 and the tension force T2. Now as you can see, if the tension force is T1 on block of mass M1, then the tension across the ends of the rope is same because the rope is massless. So tension across the fixed pulley is T1 and the tension across the movable pulley is also T1 because pulley is massless. But block of mass M2 is connected through another rope, So let us assume the tension on the movable pulley in the downward direction is T2 because it is a different rope, so the tension will be different. Now since this pulley is massless, so we can write that 2T1 equal to T2, because if block M1 moves towards right, then movable pulley comes downward, and due to the downward motion, block of mass M2 also comes downward. The free body diagram of block M2. So as you can see, the forces acting on the block M2 are M2G vertically downward and the tension T2, which is acting in the upward direction, and it is pulling the block M2 because we know that tension always pulls upward. Now the acceleration of block M2 is A2 in the downward direction. So net force in the direction of acceleration is m2g minus t2. So from Newton's second law we can write m2g minus t2 equal to m2a2. Now putting the value of or writing t2 in terms of t1, we get that m2g minus 2t1 is equals to m2a2, which is suppose equation number 2, because we know that t2 is equals to 2t1. Now if you combine equation number 1 and 2, equation number 1 is t1 equal to m1a1 and equation number 2 is m2g minus 2t1 equal to m2a2, we get m2g minus 2m1a1 equal to m2a2. We have substituted the value of t1 from equation number 1 in equation number 2. Now we can write that m2g minus m2a2 equal to 2m1a1, which is suppose equation number 3. Now in equation 3 we can see that there are two unknowns, a2 and a1, and the equation is only equation number 3. There are two unknowns, but we have less number of equations. So to find the acceleration A2, we will write the pulley constant relation for this problem. So writing the pulley constant relation. Now with the help of this system, we can write the pulley constant relation. As I have discussed in my previous videos, that count the number of ropes in the system. For every rope we need to write the pulley constant relation. Now we will write the pulley constant relation. Suppose that block M1 moves towards right, and the x1 is the displacement of the block M1, and movable pulley comes downward, and suppose the displacement of movable pulley is x2. Now there are three segments of this rope: segment number 1, segment number 2, and segment number 3. Now as you know that the rope is inextensible, so net change in the length of the rope will be 0. Let us find the change in each segment of the rope. If M1 moves towards right, and the length of segment 1 is decreased by x1. If movable pulley comes downward by x2, then length of the segment 2 is extended by x2, and similarly the length of segment 3 is also extended by x2. So the pulley constant relation will be minus x1 plus x2 plus x2 equal to 0. Minus x1 means if block M1 moves towards right, then the length of segment 1 is decreased by minus x1. If movable pulley comes downward by x2, then the length of segment 2 is increased by x2, therefore plus x2, and similarly the length of segment 3 is also increased by x2, so plus x2, and this total change will be 0 because the rope is inextensible. There will be no movement from this end because this end is fixed. So we can write that minus x1 plus 2x2 equal to 0, or x1 equal to 2x2. So it means that x1 is equals to 2x2. Now if we differentiate this equation with respect to time twice, we get a1 equal to 2a2, which is suppose equation number 4. What is a1? a1 is the acceleration of block M1 and a2 is the acceleration of block M2. Now we can also write the pulley constant relation for this second rope, but you know that since this rope is tight, so acceleration of this point and acceleration of this point will be same because the rope is tight. So acceleration of block M2 and the movable pulley will be same. Therefore I have written that a1 equal to 2a2. Despite we have assumed that the displacement of the movable pulley is x2, we can consider this displacement as the displacement of block M2 because the rope is tight, so the acceleration of the two ends of the rope will be same. So therefore we get a1 equal to 2a2, which is suppose equation number 4. Now if we combine equation number 3 and 4, we can get the value of a2. So From equation 3 and 4 we get m2g minus m2a2 equal to 4m1a2. We have substituted the value of a1 from equation number 4 in equation number 3 to get the value of a2, or we can write m2g equal to 4m1a2 plus m2a2. Therefore, a2 is equals to m2g upon 4m1 plus m2, which is option number A. So the acceleration of block 8m2 is m2g upon 4m1 plus m2, which is option A. So option A is correct. So friends, today we have discussed a problem based on pulley, and using the concept of Newton's second law, we have, and writing the pulley constant relation, we have obtained the acceleration of block m2. So friends, if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel and do press the bell icon to get every notification related to my channel. Thank you for watching.